Max Verstappen isn't going anywhere, unless he can take the whole garage with him. There's been a whole lot of humming, buzzing, and whispering around the Formula One paddock lately, and no, it's not just the sound of high-strung V6 hybrids. It's the chatter about Max Verstappen. Will he stay? Will he go? Will he just teleport straight into Toto Wolff's office and demand a silver suit? Well, let's all take a deep breath, preferably not near a Mercedes exhaust, because if you believe those in the know, Max Verstappen is not the type to ghost his team just because the going got a little dramatic. Yes, there's been noise. Loud, chaotic, media-fueled noise. The kind of noise that makes your group chat explode and your grandma ask, "Who's Max again?" But according to insiders, Max is not one to walk away from a fight. Especially when that fight involves million-dollar cars, absurdly fast lap times, and the chance to shove another shiny trophy into an already crowded shelf. The contractual chains of love, or at least loyalty. Let's get something straight. Verstappen isn't some free agent backpacking across the F1 grid with nothing but a helmet and a dream. He's locked in with Red Bull until 2028. That's right, 2028. By then, we'll probably have flying pit stops and AI race engineers who drink Red Bulls themselves. Still, there's been talk, has there been talk, that Max might hit the eject button early. You know, performance clauses, hidden escape hatches, maybe a dramatic "it's not you, it's me" speech. Some even whispered he could be on the move as soon as next season. Cue the dramatic music. 4 titles, 1 team, and a slightly awkward family dinner. Since jumping into a Red Bull car halfway through 2016, and winning his first race with them, no big deal, Max has been the team's crown jewel. He's snagged not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 world titles. That's dynasty-level stuff. We're talking build-a-statue status. But off-track? Oof. The Verstappen family Christmas party might have had a few frosty silences last year. The tension between Jos Verstappen, Max's famously vocal dad, and Red Bull boss Christian Horner reached soap opera levels. Whispers swirled. Allegiances were tested. At one point, Max reportedly wanted Horner out. And when your star driver wants to send your team principal packing, that's not exactly a casual HR meeting. Winning, but barely. Red Bull still brought Max home another title last season, but let's not pretend it was a champagne-soaked cruise to glory. Nope. The RB20 last year's car got a little wobbly in the second half. Development stalled. Setups got weird. Max had to work overtime, nursing the car to the finish line like it was a baby deer on ice skates. And guess who noticed? Everyone. Rival teams began circling like well-funded sharks. Mercedes and Aston Martin, in particular, allegedly pulled out the checkbooks and started writing very big, very shiny numbers. Toto Wolff, secret Max fanboy? Let's talk about Toto. The man can barely hide his admiration for Max Verstappen. If F1 were high school, Toto would be doodling Max's name in his notebook and pretending he's not looking when Max walks by in the cafeteria. But in the end, Max decided to shut it all down. He recommitted to Red Bull, and Mercedes pivoted to Kimi Antonelli, a hot young talent who won't cost $300 million yet. So that particular subplot fizzled out. Or did it? 2025 season. 1 win, 5 races, infinite opinions. Fast forward to this year. Red Bull has won only one of the first 5 races. Just one. That's practically a losing streak in their world. And while the RB21 is technically an improvement over last year's RB20, it's got better balance, more grip, and presumably fewer mood swings. It's still not dominating the way Red Bull fans are used to. Why not? Because McLaren's MCL39 has swaggered into the picture like a caffeinated peacock. It's fast. It's stylish. It's giving Red Bull serious headaches. But Max, being Max, has managed to keep the championship lead within spitting distance, just 12 points back, through sheer talent, stubbornness, and probably a bit of dark magic. Aston Martin shoots its shot. And just when you thought the rumor mill had gone quiet, enter Lawrence Stroll with a checkbook so large it might actually have its own zip code. Over the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix weekend, word got out that Aston Martin, with the alleged financial backing of Saudi Arabia's public investment fund, had put together a $300 million offer for Verstappen. Let's pause here. $300 million. You could buy a small country. Or at least the naming rights to every corner at Spa. It was an audacious move, the F1 equivalent of saying, "Hey, I know you're married, but how about you come live in my mansion and race in my very green car?" Max Verstappen, still not bothered. But Max? He's not playing the game. In classic Verstappen fashion, he brushed it all off with a smirk and a shrug. "Everyone's talking," he said, "except me." Translation: while the world is busy playing fantasy F1 transfer simulator, Max is just out here trying to go faster than physics intended. And really, that's been the Verstappen vibe from day one. Let the noise swirl. Let the drama bubble. Let Toto dream. Max is focused on doing what he does best, driving the wheels off whatever machine he's handed. The takeaway: Max loves the fight, and probably the car, too. Let's face it, Max Verstappen isn't scared of a fight. In fact, he kind of thrives on it. You don't win 4 titles by being a flight risk every time the pit wall gets tense. Sure, things aren't picture perfect at Red Bull. There's some political posturing, internal squabbles, and a car that isn't miles ahead anymore. But there's also a race-winning team, a fast car, most of the time, and an environment that's been built around Max for nearly a decade. Walking away now? That'd be like leaving your own birthday party just because someone else brought a better cake. So unless something truly seismic happens, and by seismic, we mean more than just a couple bad races and a father-son awkward brunch, expect Max to stick around. After all, he's not just in it for the trophies. He's in it for the fight. And maybe, just maybe, for the joy of making the entire paddock go absolutely feral every time he opens his mouth.